All right, so I want to take some time go over a 2014 Tige Z1 that we have here at DFW Inboards. This boat, actually, we'd bought it for a customer of ours, and he'd been approved on financing, and he ended up going another direction, buying another boat that we had in inventory. So now we have a boat that we are going to turn around and obviously market, move it down the road. So we bought it knowing we had a deal on it, and the deal ended up not going through. He ended up buying an Nautique from us. With that being said, super nice boat. Let's go over it, walk around it. The gel coat on this thing's in absolutely great shape. There are a couple spots over on the other side where you got into a dock. Obviously I'll go over those, and I'm going to point those out as we go through. Super nice boat overall. It's a 2-owner boat. The boat initially came, it was in Tennessee when it was new, and then went from Tennessee here to Texas, and it has been here in Texas since 2015, and it is a 2014 model. So it's one owner for 15, 16, 17, and 18. And as we go through, let's go back. These are your dock marks where it got into it, and those are there. We could do a little bit of stuff trying to bring it back a little bit, but honestly that's gonna be there as far as what it has in these right here, unless we went through and actually did some gel coat correction. That is the worst spots on the boat. Past that point, I mean, it really is in just great shape. Tandem axle trailer with brakes do work. Tires in great shape. I didn't point that out either. It does have a spare up front. Moving around, we'll move back into the inside. Factory surf system on it. So that is not adjustable. It's actually set up, this boat is set up where, you know, that thing's gonna work. It's set in the direction for the wave to be at its best where it is right now. If you want to adjust it, you can. It's just not on the fly. Really nice area back here. Tige boat, so it says on your platform. As you run through, you got your seating area back here. All of this does lift up. Cooler in there. Cooler in there, which is nice. We'll walk through stereo control back here, which does control the 4 Rev 10s and the rest of the wet sound speakers that are in the boat. Go through our walk through. We get in here to the carpet. This seat does have some of the stitching is starting to tear on it because it's a high traffic area stepping down. So if you look, the seams are starting to come out a little bit in that. That's something to obviously think about in correcting it. We have an interior guy. I figure what we're going to do, since we bought the boat at, you know, what we did thinking it was sold, I'm not going to try to lift the price back up. I'm going to be real close to what we paid for the boat to just move it down the road. We paid a little bit more for this boat than what we normally would have on a trade-in or anything coming to us, just because we already had the deal working and that's what the customer wanted. So have no problem working this into the deal too if someone's wanting to do that, but just keep that in mind. Lift up this back area. This boat does have 4 ballast tanks in it, 2 back here and 2 in the front. It also has the piggyback ballast going onto it as well for the rear. All this is digital. Oh, lift this up, we can get to the motor. MCX 350 that's in the boat. Your Perco switch that is right back here in the corner, how you're controlling all the batteries. Oops. See, this boat does have plenty of storage up underneath it. You got another bag. These bags are actually will come all the way through. You have one on both sides, so you have these bags right back here run all the way like an L that goes up to the front. So, as we go through, lift up our center cushion. That's one of your ballast tanks. All of your wet sounds amps are underneath the boat up here. You have 3 amps. Again, 4 Rev 10s. And those are all these are RGB lights. All of the speakers inside of the boat also have RGB lights in them. So like your 2 wet sounds up front, all of them that are in the back. Those also light up. They're all controlled. You can turn just about any color you want on the spectrum. So all your colors right here is how you can change, is how many colors you can change, bounce and go and everything else. Stereo wise on this boat, it is all controlled. It does have Bluetooth. You have a wet sounds EQ on it, a BT 420 that's on this one. So you're going to control everything in the boat. Go ahead and make this thing live so we can, there we go. So Bluetooth enabled, we're good to go. Acknowledge. All right, so different things. You can run your ballast pumps. Sorry, I keep hitting the PA. All of your ballast pumps, everything else that you go through, low voltage warning. Let me go to this one right here. Switches, let's turn that blower off. All right. So home button. Again, all of your ballast can all be controlled through here. So you would just go to your ballast. You can individually turn them on or fill all any which way. This thing does have the settings, the different rider settings. So if you've got a couple different people in your crew that are running, you can obviously, if one person likes 11.5 and a little bit more weight on the left side, then obviously that's there. You could do that. If you like to do 10.5, whatever it may be, whatever your preference is for surfing or wakeboarding, it does have the ability, which we can go over that on how you can change each individual rider in the preference. With that being said, you do have your fuel gauge. You still have a couple analog gauges too, so you don't have to go all the way off of this side over here. The boat does have perfect pass. The boat also has a heater in it, which is pretty nice. We actually had it out a couple days ago on the lake, and it sure was nice to be able to run around and have your actual your heater going. So with that being said, you have hours. You're sitting right here, boat hours 392. Water temp, fuel, air temp, all that good stuff. The boat has plenty of electronics in it. I mean, it's all set up. 2 heater ports right there. You can actually pull these out and extend them back to the boat. So if someone's riding back here and you want to put it in your hoodie or your wetsuit or whatever it may be. Also another one at the dash up here that comes out. 2 down on the floor. Wet sound sub down here. RGB light around it as well. And again, guys, it's a really nice boat. You know, it's one of those we're definitely looking to move down the road. We're going to be competitive in the pricing on it. I believe we're going to go ahead and list this boat at $52,000. So I think the next closest to us was up in the upper 50s on this boat. And this thing really is overall in really nice shape. But feel free to give me a call at any point in time. My name is Lee with DFW Inboards. Our phone number is going to be 817-797-1397. Again, that's 817-797-1397. Appreciate it.